Since joining the esports team at my university, I've dealt with many stereotypes and other situations with parents and friends that downplay like what you do as an esports player. Those including like, oh, you just go there and you play video games, or you have to practice video games, stuff along those lines. And today I'd like to share my top 5 things that help me perform as an esports player, as well as a couple of other minor things that I do to prepare for game days, and a little of what my team does to prepare for a game day as well. Number one really helps me to focus, and it really helps me put my mindset where it needs to be able to perform correctly within the stressful environment that is esports. I either drink G Fuel or any other focusing supplement that helps with my reaction time, helps with my focusing, and it makes sure I don't get tunnel vision. Number two would be my keyboard. I personally use a Huntsman Mini White Edition, one because it matches my computer setup at home, and I just love the colors. The response time of this keyboard is very high, and it helps with that split-second reaction time that you need during a esports match. Number three would be my mouse. Personally, I use a Razer Basilisk V3. It's a wired mouse, so it doesn't have any delay time. It's very responsive. It fits in my hand very well. And overall, I'd recommend this mouse for any competitive or casual gamer. I also really like the lights on it. Number four would be my headset. Currently, I have a SteelSeries Arctic 9X. This headset has one of the best surround sound stereo systems on the market right now, as well as one of the best gaming mics on the market as well. Finally, at number five, I have something that personally just helps me focus, and that is my favorite hoodie. The reason why I always wear a hoodie to a match is that I've always worn this hoodie to a match because I just think it's really like my lucky charm. Every time I wore this hoodie to a match, we've always performed well, I've always performed well, and it's just become one of my just lucky charms. Now, on game days, I don't just start prepping a couple minutes before the match. I usually start prepping even hours before the match, even during that day. I start at home working on my aim with aim trainers. I do a couple practice matches, making sure that I know what I need to do, what I need to focus on for each map that we play. Even on my way to the game, I have a certain playlist that I'll play in my truck that helps me get me pumped and focused and ready to play when I get to the space. When I get to the space, we'll usually chill out. We'll practice a little more individually and warm up. And then once everybody warms up, we'll roll into a game all together, make sure we all know what needs to be done, who needs to be doing it, and when we need to do those things that we need to get done. After warm-ups, we'll all turn our chairs to the center of the room where one of our coaches will have a whiteboard and list who's playing on what maps, in what positions, and what routes we need to take, what rotations we need to do, and how we need to do them, who needs to lead them, and so on and so forth. Then once the game finally starts, it's up to me and my teammates to trust one another, to do what we have to do, and try and secure a victory for our team. And even if we don't secure a victory, each one of us has played so much together and played by ourselves enough to know what we've done wrong and to make sure we don't do it again. And hopefully after watching this, some of you might realize what esports players really go through and the pressure that they're under to perform and the struggles that they might have to go through.